20 people were trampled to death in Tanzania on February 1st at an evangelical Christian church service in the north of the country. The crowd of worshippers was attending a prayer ceremony led by a popular preacher, Apostle Boniface Mwamposa, leader of the Arise and Shine Ministry, Tanzania. The stampede occurred when Mwamposa poured what he said was holy oil on the ground, and the crowd surged forward to touch it in the hope of being cured of sickness. Apostle Mwamposa's actions and the ensuing aftermath fit into what has been described as a prosperity gospel. Professors Jude Ongonga and Stephen Akaranga, in a paper published in 2015, defined prosperity gospel as the Christian social phenomenon that teaches that true faith results in material wealth and physical well-being. The rise of prosperity gospel in Kenya, the scholars argue, can be traced to the 1980s with the arrival of East Africa Revival, which came to the country from Rwanda through Uganda. The East Africa Revival drew many Protestants towards evangelical and charismatic Christianity, which puts more emphasis on the experience of conversion rather than on religious instruction. Ongonga and Akaranga attribute the growth of prosperity gospel to the rise in liberalism and a fall in the cost of the mass media. The earliest Kenyan preachers to embrace the power of the media are among the wealthiest. This is because solutions to one's problems, according to prosperity gospel preachers, always require an amount of tithe. Bishop Pius Mwiru, Bishop Mark Kariuki, Bishop Margaret Wanjiru, and Bishop J.B. Masinde were among the earliest church leaders to popularize prosperity gospel. In fact, the craze for offerings as seed can be traced to Mwiru's urging of faithful in the late 90s and early 2000s in his meetings and on radio to plant the seed so that they could prosper. As hard economic times hit residents, some unscrupulous pastors began to use the upper hand means to draw followers. They included a mix of fake healings and other miracles and dubious testimonies of financial windfall, among other tricks. A series of investigations by NTV and KTN journalists exposed Apostle Lucy Nduta and her son Victor Kanyari, among other preachers. In 2014, the Attorney General Githu Muigai banned new churches amid the miracle-faking spree. In 2016, he proposed new reporting requirements, including a minimum theological education for pastors, annual church membership requirements, and requiring churches to be part of the umbrella organization. The churches opposed the move, and Uhuru rejected the laws, urging for further consultation.